The Russian inflation rate was 1000% per month, and as a result, the Russian government could not pay the salaries of the people. So the salaries were paid in the form of vodka bottles. In our case, our government doesn't have vodka bottles.
%70 of our expenditure is for interest payment from our income. Restructuring the domestic debt is a better option in your view, because if you restructure and postpone the domestic interest payment, if we can have a solution, if we go for that restructuring, then at least we are saving 70% of our income, at least half of it. Can that be financed for the government sector salaries? What would be the pros and cons? And if you were in that seat, which option would you prioritize?
Out of that 70%, part of the interest payment that we make to foreigners, which we have suspended. So that part has been saved for the budget now. In the case of the domestic debt, so far we have not gone to the debt crisis, because we still can refinance it by reissuing it. That's the advantage that Sri Lanka is having. For example, when it comes to this government salary payments, we always take out the debt repayment part and redefine the budgetary numbers in terms of the actual money outflow from the budget. So what happens is that if there is any problem for the government to repay the debt, domestic debt, it can always refinance it by issuing more treasury bills, more treasury bonds, and generate the required funds in order to make the interest payments. But what happens is, there again, if the inflation is going to be hyperinflation, the government will not be able to generate any more funds by borrowing, because the people will lose trust in the ability of the government to maintain the value of the money that the government has produced. It happened to Russia immediately after the Soviet Union broke up in 1991. The Russian inflation rate was 1000% per month, and as a result, the Russian government could not pay the salaries of the people because it could not print any more rubles. Number one, it could not borrow money from the people either. So the salaries were paid in the form of vodka bottles.
Right.
So they had a huge stock of vodka and they paid. Now, in our case, our government doesn't have vodka bottles. So that is the problem that we are having.
Okay, interesting. Maybe some other type of liquor in that case.
Yeah.